you guys, it's your girl the Keystone Trucker. You already know the deal. If you didn't already do so, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also, my Instagram will be posted on the screen. It will also be posted down below. Guys, I am coming to you with a video on how I became a homeowner at 22 years old. It would have been 21, but my settlement date got pushed back, so let's get started. I'm gonna keep this video short and sweet. What I first want to start with is, of course, your credit score. So when I was looking for homes, my credit score was in the 700s. Of course, your credit score don't have to be in the 700s, but your credit score really does help. Now, when I was looking for a home, I didn't have much credit. I didn't know much about it. I didn't have a credit card. When I brought my car, I brought my car outright with cash. Because again, I didn't know much about credit, so I didn't know how important credit was. And I really wish schools dig more deeper into credit and financials. I didn't have loan history, so a lot of people would not work with me because of that. I was in college when I was looking for homes. I never looked up, I don't think I looked up my credit score before then. I never had, I never had a reason to look up my credit score before. So I started building up my credit little by little. When I got out of school, I was working for Amazon. That leads me into the second. So first was credit score, now this is my income. Whoever you're working with is going to look at your income as well as your credit score. They want to make sure that you're able to pay your mortgage and you're able to not just pay, like have that exact amount, but they want to make sure that you have extra money as well, because comes mortgage is bills also. You got, you know, your electric bill, gas bill, etc. So they want to make sure that you have a little extra gap in your income as well. Now, working at Amazon, it was okay income, but of course it wasn't, it wasn't anything big. So they're gonna ask you, do you want a cosigner? Which I did not want a cosigner, and I did not get a cosigner. Next, I want to go with your bank accounts. They looked at my bank accounts to see how much money was in my savings and so forth. Again, when buying a home, you have costs that you have to put down, which we would get to that soon. So they want to make sure that you have enough money, because the process, it can be a short process and it can also be a long process. They don't want to start the process and just waste your time and their time as well. So I did have to give them my bank account information, and the numbers, well, the amount of money that was in my accounts, excuse me. I did have to tell them the amount of money that was in each of my accounts. Of course, different agents go with, they work with different houses and different locations and so forth. And I really liked my agent. I went to see a couple of homes with him. He worked with my income. He also worked with, my age and the neighborhood and so forth. A lot of neighborhoods are, older people, blah, 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 stores around the neighborhood. So he asked me, questions and to see what I was interested in, what I liked, and that's what helped him help me to find my home. Now, along with the other costs, what I was saying, you want to make sure you get an inspection. I paid to get an inspection. I don't remember how much it was. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't remember how much it was, but I paid to get an inspection. I know a lot of people do not get inspections, and inspections are very important to get. See, I want to talk about closing and settlement. Like I said, my birthday is May 21st and my closing was May 31st. The date did have to get pushed back because I had to get extra documents, and the owners, they had another home. Of course, my house was not occupied. The owners, they had another house. They was just waiting for me to buy this house. So they was very respectful, and they had patience and everything with me. During the closing, we all met together and we talked, and I got the keys to my first home. I was so excited that this whole process was over with. It was a lot of paperwork, it was a lot going back and forth, and it was like weight off my shoulder when this process was done. Talk about negotiating. Yes guys, I negotiated with the owners, but it was only about I think it was like $2-3 grand off of the original price, which, hey, that's something. I feel like negotiating, I felt awesome, you know. I felt like in the movies, you know. Say no, it wasn't even all like that, I'm lying, but I did negotiate some money off, and it wasn't nothing wrong with the home or anything, but it's just, I felt like for the size and what they was asking, just a little bit was off, and it worked in my favor. Hey, what's the worst that can happen? They even say yes or they say no. Now I want to go over what loan I got. I have a first-time home buyer loan, and with that I had to pay close to $10,000 down in my settlement and closing costs. That depends on how much your house is, you know, selling for. I believe so. It goes for how much. Yeah. I can't remember the percentage, so don't get me. Yeah, this was a while ago. I don't remember the percentage, but the money that you put down depends on how much your house is selling for. For my next house, I will be using my VA loan, so that's no money down. I won't have to put all that money down, which is a lot of help, you guys. I wanted to go over that because I didn't know I had to put that much money down when I started the process. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't think that I had to put that much money down when I started this process. I want to go over my loan agreement. When I got the keys in my hand and I was officially a home buyer, you guys, I got my loan statement, and it was a lot of stuff on here that I did not get. I did not understand, such as my principal and my escrow, you know, all the interest and the taxes, school tax. I'm like, before you get a house, or if you get a house, make sure you know what your mortgage is, you know, what's all in your mortgage payments. All know life happens, things happen that you might be shocked about, you didn't know that was going to come, and so forth. Contact your mortgage if anything happens, such as if you get fired, or you have a loss in the families, something like that. With my circumstance, my mother passed away, and my younger brother was still a minor, so I had to take him in, which is an extra cost. So I had to get a loan modification because my mortgage was already, you know, up there for me to be working at Amazon. It was already up there, and now I had to get another mouth in the house, because when I first got my house, even though it's a 3-bedroom house, it's a smaller home, and it was just supposed to be me in the house. So I had another mouth to feed, and I contacted my mortgage company. They worked with me. The process did take a little bit, but my mortgage did come down. It came down to about $862. So $862, that is for a 3-bedroom house. You know, that's a lot of help. If you keep your mouth shut and you're going through stuff, you don't want to lose your house. So you want to make sure that you keep in contact, because your mortgage company, they will help. I think I went over everything that I wanted to go over. I went over credit score, income, bank accounts, my agent, inspection, the closing, the breakdown. Please make sure that you know your taxes and everything. Make sure that you understand that, because I didn't understand that as well. Make sure you keep in contact with your mortgage company in case, you know, any life events happen. Do not work over your income. Please do not work over your income. Just because you get approved for a certain amount does not mean you have to buy your house for that amount. Remember, the more your house is, the more your mortgage is going to be. So if you get approved for 300K, that doesn't mean you have to buy a house for 300K. You can find a good, reasonable house for lower than that. But if you want to do it, go ahead. If y'all learned anything, even if it's something little, if this whole video taught you everything, I probably left some things out, but I really touched down on the things that I wanted to. Home buying is a beautiful thing. It also can be stressful, but when the process is done, trust me, those keys in your hand will feel so good. Thank you for watching, you guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. My Instagram will be posted down below, and it will be posted on the screen again. And as always, have a blessed day. Bye, you guys.